Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of English Learning Podcast. I'm Jason, your host.
And I'm Julia, your co-host. Hi, everyone. We're so excited to have you with us today.
Absolutely. Today, we're going to talk about something that almost every English learner struggles with, and that is overthinking before speaking.
Yes. You know, many learners have so many thoughts in their head before they speak in English. They worry about grammar, vocabulary, or making mistakes, and because of that, they don't speak at all.
Exactly. And this can really slow down your progress. You might know the words, but overthinking stops you from actually using them.
That's right. And in today's episode, we're going to share some simple strategies and practical tips that will help you just speak freely without overthinking.
We'll also talk about why it's okay to make mistakes, and how speaking first, even if it's not perfect, will make you a more confident English speaker faster.
So, if you've ever felt stuck or scared to speak English, this episode is for you. By the end of this podcast, you'll feel motivated and ready to start speaking without overthinking every word.
Awesome! Let's dive right in and help you just speak and enjoy English. So, Julia, let's start by talking about why overthinking happens when people try to speak English.
Oh, yes, Jason. Overthinking usually comes from fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of sounding silly, or even fear of being misunderstood.
Exactly. And here's the thing. When learners overthink, they often pause too long, try to translate every word from their native language, or think, is this grammar correct? Before speaking.
Yes, and during that pause, the conversation can move on, and you feel left out. Or sometimes you don't say anything at all. That's why overthinking can really stop your English speaking progress.
I've seen it happen so many times. Learners know the vocabulary. They know what they want to say. But because they overthink, they stay silent. And this is where confidence disappears.
Right. And overthinking doesn't just affect speaking. It also affects your fluency, even if you know the words. If your mind is busy thinking about grammar or pronunciation, your speech won't sound natural.
Absolutely. And the good news is, it's something you can fix. Once you understand why overthinking happens, you can start practicing ways to speak first and worry less.
Yes, and in this episode, we'll give you practical tips and exercises to help your brain stop overthinking and just speak.
So if you've ever felt frozen or stuck while speaking English, you're not alone. And it's not your fault. Overthinking is normal, but we can train our minds to focus on speaking, not thinking too much.
Exactly, Jason. And in the next part, we'll talk about one of the biggest reasons learners hesitate: fear of making mistakes.
All right, Julia. Now let's talk about one of the main reasons learners overthink: the fear of making mistakes.
Yes. Many people feel embarrassed if they say a word wrong or use grammar incorrectly. They think, if I make a mistake, people will laugh or judge me.
Exactly. And the problem is, this fear stops you from speaking at all. You might know the answer or the word, but the fear blocks you.
I've seen learners hesitate so much that the conversation moves on before they even try. And that's frustrating because the only way to improve your English is by speaking.
Right. Making mistakes is actually a natural part of learning. Every fluent speaker you know has made thousands of mistakes before they became confident.
Yes, think about it like this. Mistakes are like training wheels. You need them to learn how to balance and ride better. Without them, you can't move forward.
Exactly. And the sooner you accept that mistakes are okay, the faster your English will improve. It's all about focusing on communication, not perfection.
So, for all our listeners, don't be afraid to speak. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every mistake is a step closer to speaking naturally and confidently.
Absolutely. And in the next part, we'll talk about a simple mindset shift that can help you speak first and worry later. All right, Julia. Now let's talk about a simple but powerful mindset shift that can change how you speak English.
Yes, and that is speak first, think later. Sounds simple, right? But it's very effective.
Exactly. Instead of waiting to think about every word, every grammar rule, or every sentence perfectly, you just start speaking. The words don't have to be perfect. They just need to come out.
Right. And the magic happens when your brain starts learning by doing. The more you speak, the faster you improve. Your brain begins to recognize patterns naturally without overthinking.
Absolutely. And here's a small tip. If you get stuck, use simple phrases like, I think maybe or well to keep the conversation flowing while your brain catches up.
Yes, and remember, perfection is not the goal. Communication is. Even short, simple sentences will help you practice and build confidence.
Exactly, Julia. When you focus on speaking first, you stop overthinking, and your fluency improves much faster. It's a mindset that separates learners who speak confidently from those who stay silent.
So, for our listeners, try this mindset today. Speak first, worry later, and enjoy the process of learning English.
Perfect. And now, in the next segment, we'll share some practical techniques that can help you stop overthinking while speaking. All right, Julia, now that we've talked about mindset, let's get practical. How can learners actually stop overthinking while speaking English?
Yes, there are a few techniques that are really effective. The first one is shadowing.
Ah, shadowing. That's when you listen to a sentence or a phrase from a recording and repeat it immediately, trying to match the rhythm and pronunciation.
Exactly. For example, if you hear, I like to watch movies on weekends, you repeat it right away, even if it's not perfect. Your brain gets used to speaking naturally.
Yes, and the second technique is using simple sentences. Don't try to make complex sentences at first. Start with easy ones like, I go to school, I like pizza, it's sunny today.
Right. Simple sentences give you confidence. The more you speak, the faster your brain learns. Over time, you can make longer sentences naturally.
Another helpful technique is using fillers. When you need a moment to think, say words like, well, I think, or maybe instead of staying silent.
Yes, this keeps the conversation going. Even native speakers use fillers. It's better to say something than nothing at all.
And here's a bonus tip. Record yourself speaking. Pick a topic for 1 or 2 minutes and just speak freely. Later, listen back to notice mistakes, but don't criticize yourself too much.
Exactly. Recording yourself helps you see improvement over time and trains your brain to speak without overthinking.
So, remember, shadowing, simple sentences, fillers, and recording yourself are all practical ways to stop overthinking and start speaking naturally.
Yes, if you practice these techniques daily, you'll notice your confidence and fluency improve quickly.
All right, Julia. Now that we've talked about techniques, let's focus on daily habits that can help learners speak English naturally.
Yes, small daily habits are so powerful. Even just 10 to 15 minutes a day can make a big difference.
Exactly. One habit I recommend is talking to yourself in English. It can feel a little strange at first, but it's very effective.
Right. You can describe what you're doing like, I'm making breakfast or I'm going to the market. This trains your brain to think and speak in English automatically.
Another great habit is recording short audio clips of yourself every day. It could be just 1 to 2 minutes talking about your day or your thoughts.
Yes, and when you listen back, you can notice improvements and also see areas to focus on. But remember, don't be too critical of yourself. It's about progress, not perfection.
Exactly. Another habit is shadowing English podcasts or videos daily. Repeat sentences immediately after hearing them. It helps with pronunciation, rhythm, and confidence.
And don't forget speaking with others whenever you can. Even short conversations with friends, classmates, or online partners help your brain get used to real-life speaking.
Yes, the key is consistency. Practicing a little every day is much better than long sessions once in a while. Over time, speaking English will start to feel natural and easy.
So, listeners, try these daily habits. Talk to yourself, record your voice, shadow podcasts, and speak with others. Start small, but stay consistent.
Exactly. If you make these habits part of your daily routine, overthinking will decrease and your English will improve faster than you expect. All right, Julia, now let's talk about some common mistakes learners make when they overthink while speaking English.
Yes, one big mistake is pausing too long before saying anything. Sometimes learners know the answer but wait for the perfect sentence in their head.
Exactly. And during that pause, the conversation moves on, or they miss the opportunity to speak. Remember, it's better to speak imperfectly than not at all.
Another mistake is translating word for word from your native language. This can make your sentences sound unnatural and slow you down.
Yes, and some learners also focus too much on grammar while speaking. Of course, grammar is important, but thinking about every rule in real time stops your fluency.
Right. The goal is communication first, perfection later. Mistakes are normal and they actually help you learn faster.
So, if you catch yourself making these mistakes, don't worry. Just keep speaking, and over time, you'll notice improvement.
Exactly. And next, we'll give some motivation and encouragement to help you feel confident speaking English every day.
All right, Julia. Now let's talk about something really important: motivation and encouragement for our listeners.
Yes, learning English can feel challenging sometimes, especially when you're worried about mistakes or overthinking. But the key is to keep going every single day.
Exactly. Think about it. Every time you speak, even imperfectly, you are training your brain, building confidence, and improving your fluency. Every step counts.
And remember, nobody becomes fluent overnight. Even the most confident English speakers started small, made mistakes, and kept practicing.
Right. So, if you ever feel nervous or stuck, just take a deep breath and speak. It doesn't have to be perfect. The more you speak, the easier it becomes.
Yes, and here's a tip. Celebrate small victories. Did you say a sentence without pausing too much? That's progress. Did you try speaking even though you felt nervous? That's progress too.
Absolutely. Progress, not perfection, is what matters. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and trust yourself. You are capable of improving every day.
Exactly. And in the next part, we'll do a fun interactive practice exercise so you can start speaking right now.
All right, Julia. Now it's time for a fun, interactive practice. Listeners, this is your chance to speak with us.
Yes, don't worry if it's not perfect. The goal is to practice speaking freely without overthinking.
Okay, here's the exercise. Pick a simple topic, like your day, your favorite food, or a hobby, and speak for 1 minute straight without stopping to think too much.
For example, you could say, "Today I woke up early, I ate breakfast, I went for a walk and just keep going. Don't worry about grammar mistakes, just speak."
Exactly. Or another topic could be your favorite movie. Start with, "My favorite movie is, it is about I like it. Because," and continue talking for a minute.
If you get stuck, use fillers like "I think" may be well to keep the conversation going. Remember, silence is your enemy here.
Yes. So pause this podcast, try speaking for 1 minute, and then come back. You'll notice how much easier it gets each time.
Absolutely. And the more you practice, the more confident you'll become. Speaking freely, even with mistakes, is the fastest way to improve.
All right, Julia, let's quickly summarize today's episode.
Yes, the main idea is simple. Just speak. Don't overthink. Focus on communication, not perfection.
Remember the key points. Don't fear mistakes, use simple sentences, practice daily, and keep speaking.
And practice exercises, like talking for 1 minute on a topic, help your fluency and confidence grow.
Exactly. Small steps every day lead to big improvements in your English. All right, Julia. Before we finish, let's give our listeners a quick call to action.
Yes. Listeners, don't wait. Start speaking English today. Try the exercises we shared and practice daily.
And if you found this episode helpful, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and share it with friends who want to improve their English too.
Also, leave a comment and tell us what topic you'll speak about for 1 minute today. We love hearing from you.
Exactly. Keep speaking, keep practicing, and remember, your English will get better every day.